And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
21.
Now Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. He's at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Riddick. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Got it. Monday. 21. Wait a sec. 21.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
21. Monday.
Breeze now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Breeze now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And that'll set them back 5. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I liked about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
50-50.
Riddick with a carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Monday.
Stafford on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Tag 50. Real right. Hey, 22.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Left. Ready. Wait. Ready, push up.
Play action. Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's Breeze to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Reeves-Maybin not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Monday. 21. 5-5. Play set.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Byington under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Dancing to his left. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tag 50, tag 50. Stay 50, stay 50.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Steps away to his left. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He hits Reddick underneath. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone. For it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
11.
Breeze now on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jarrett Davis coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
21.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set, get set. 12. Single.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Hey, left, 48 left.
On second down, Kamara. And some room to roam now. He won't go down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Tate to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrett Davis in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the point. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready, got it. Waiting.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. Now play down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
12.
Throwing now is Breeze. Flushed out right. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Ready. You waiting? Got it. Ready, like that.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here we go. Hey, two.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down at Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the gun on third down. Stafford, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception. So
Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 34. So after the INT, it's Brees. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Let him.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jarrad Davis in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
5-8.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's going to let one fly. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Brees going to sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. On 1st down, Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! 6 guy! Check 6 guy! 43 is the mic!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Being chased out left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Barrett. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson from 8 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy, I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And to the left side here, Wilson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Edling to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was playing college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And an alley to run. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw Barrett. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Flex round.
To throw is Barrett. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Barrett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw Edling. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Etling. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Disappointing way to close.
Season, some might call it a great